So today we are looking at doing some reorganizing the shack here. I'm trying to set up my Yaesu Fusion repeater today. So I need to move the repeater to a location that's easily accessible to be able to get to the cables, etc. And I think I may have a solution. I want to give it a shot and see how it works. So basically I will be moving that stack of equipment over and then taking the repeater out along with the duplexer there. It's a 6 cavity UHF 50 watt repeater, duplexer rather. And I will be setting up the wires X, the HRI 200 device, hook it up to the Fusion repeater and have it run on hybrid mode. Currently my wires X is running in simplex mode on the Yaesu 857D, which is working pretty good. However, today's project is to move that operation to the Yaesu Fusion so as to accommodate the hybrid mode operation for voice. Eventually, at some point in time, I'd like to actually use the Fusion repeater for digital mode, mostly for packet radio. There are a few ideas I have in mind to be able to deploy a unique packet radio service on the air in a repeater mode, which might sound a little funky, but I think it's possible. So anyways, so that's my project for today and I think for over the weekend. I have this little table that I think will fit right on that table there, or the desk there, and that'll get me some vertical real estate to mount the repeater on top of this table and the duplexer on top of it, and move the Yaesu FD1200DX or FTDX 1200 to the bottom there, and move over the Yaesu Frogger 100 over to that location. And we'll do some reorganizing here really. Now that I have replaced my LMR 400 cables with the RG 400U, things are a lot easier to move around. They're not as heavy and not pliable. The RG 400U cables are really efficient from a functional standpoint, but also from a flexibility standpoint they work really well. Anyways, so we'll catch up soon. So here's a quick update. I just moved the equipment over as I'm rearranging stuff, but so I got the little table up there. I got the FTDX 1200 moved to here, and I think I have plenty of room in the back to get to the cables and whatnot. I think this might work really well. And I had to move my UHF POXAG transmitter, encoder transmitter from here. I'll move that over to another spot. the reason why I put that in here in the first place is because it was closer to the antennas, but I think we should be fine. Alright, so let's move over here. We have the Yaesu Fusion repeater. I think that's how I'm gonna kind of set it up, with the wires on the top, the duplexer, and the repeater. We'll see how this works. Okay, so we got all the cabling done here. So we got the RG400U cables that I got yesterday from eBay purchase. The WiresX Radio 1, the gray colored cable, or the gray tip cable, hooks onto the Fusion repeater on the ACC side. Okay, we got the transmit side plugged in. The receive side plugged in to the duplexer, and of course the antenna. This goes to my antenna switch. So we'll get this up on the table and we'll go from there. Alright, so the Fusion repeater is up on the table here. It's hooked up, the power is hooked up, and let's see if we can grab the cable in the back. And on the side here we have the cable to the antenna switch. Goes to this other switch, the UHF, the 70 centimeter band switch, and this here goes to the diplexer. So this diplexer does a 2 meter 70 centimeter split from the main Comet. So I think we are set to go. The 70 centimeter switch is currently in node 1, which is the Fusion repeater at this point in time. So that's the RG400U cable. You probably watched my other video comparing these cables with the LMR 400. If not, please do watch that video. I'm actually very impressed with the RG400U cables. They're also very flexible, just physically very flexible and pliable compared to LMR 400. Anyways, so now we'll get the Fusion repeater set up to go, and we'll do some tests. I'll set up my PC for the WiresX right over there. It used to be there before. I moved, rearranged these equipments, but I'll move it back there and we'll do some quick tests. Okay, I just completed the reorganizing of all the equipment. So as you can tell, the FT DX1200 and the Frogger 100 are right there. Obviously the Fusion repeater with the duplexer and the WiresX. That's my 70 centimeter POXAG encoder transmitter. That's the laptop that serves as the front end to the WiresX application. The Motorola Pager programmer and of course the Yaesu 897 with the LG SWR power meter, and the 857 Yaesu with my handhelds on the side, the Kenwood, the front end to the TMD710, the Yaesu 2900 with the Cantronics 9612 Plus KPC TNC, the Yaesu supply just for the 2900 for experimentation, etc. That's my APRS IS client app that I wrote in C# a few months back. There's a video up on my YouTube. If you haven't watched it, please do. And that's the other dual monitor. That's the iGate digipeater for the APRS station, made by a company called Microsat, based in Poland. I did another video of my Radio Shack walkthrough, so that has a little bit more detail than that. And then of course the Signal-Link USB with some sun rays in here. Now, I recently acquired at a local ham fest, I bought this frequency counter made by MFJ. It does a 3 gigahertz frequency counter, and that works pretty good. The model is MFJ 888. Okay. Alright, so with that, I will now start getting into the programming of the Fusion repeater, setting it up and getting it all ready to go. I got the firmware update cables that I have here. I need to make sure the repeater has the latest firmware on it, which I will do right now. We'll catch you soon. Bye.